Good morning. Happy Sunday to you. I would like to begin by welcoming everyone into this church and to this Mass. I want to begin on that note. You know why? I think of the letter to the Hebrews that tells us what we've come to is not something tangible. What we've come to is Mount Zion, where everyone is a firstborn citizen of heaven. So this morning, we've all gathered here as firstborn citizens of heaven to render this highest form of worship to God in spirit and in truth. So I want to say welcome to this sacred space this morning. The readings of today, the first, the second, and the gospel, prepare our minds for the feast of the Pentecost coming in the next 2 weeks. After this coming Sunday, the next one will be the solemnity of the Pentecost, the descent of the Holy Spirit on the apostles. The readings today prepare our minds for that. The first reading from the Acts of the Apostles that talked about how the Holy Spirit was given to the people of Samaria by the imposition of hands by the apostles. And then the second reading where St. Peter talks about the new life that the Spirit gives. And to the gospel of today where Jesus promises to send the advocate, the Holy Spirit, to accompany the disciples. But today, there is something I want us to pay attention to. And this comes from the section of the Gospel of John that biblical experts refer to as the final discourse of Jesus with his apostles. That is, his final words before his passion and death, the final words he gave to them, more like an instructions he left with them. And you find this from chapter 13 to chapter 17 of the Gospel of John. Chapter 13, chapter 14, chapter 15, 16, and 17. And I want to recommend, if you have the time, just spare some moment and go through these chapters of the Gospel of John and then see the instructions that Jesus left in a very special way for his disciples. Looking at these chapters closely, there is something that stands out that revolves around every instruction that Jesus gave. And that is the theme of love. In this section, Jesus gives his disciples, "This is my new commandment, that you love one another as I have loved you." And today, specifically, he talks about the connection between true love and what I call obligations. Jesus says in the gospel of today, "If you love me, you will keep my commandments." Meaning, every true love comes with obligations. If you say you love someone, then it's an invitation to do something for the person you love. And Jesus makes that beautiful connection in the gospel of today. If you love me, if you say you love me, then you will keep my commandments. And you and I, seated in church, owe that obligation to God. First, because we love God and we want to worship Him. And our worship today is part of the demonstration of the love we have for God. So that when we gather in church, it is not primarily about us. It is more about the worship, the praise and adoration we give to God on account of the love we have for Him. So each time you come into a sacred space, like at Mass, it is not just about us, how we feel. It is more about what we render to God in the spirit of truth. If you love me, you will keep my commandments. Every true love comes with obligations. And if we move from our relationship with God to our relationship with one another, it becomes very clear. In families, in the church, and wherever we find ourselves, if we say we love someone, then show something. Put it into practice. It is not just by word of mouth alone. Today, as we celebrate Mother's Day, I want to single out the mothers that we celebrate today and think about the love they have shown us, all the sons and daughters. There's no one here who did not come through a mom. There's no one, not even one, that did not come through a mom. Today, as we celebrate Mother's Day, I want to think about the love, the true love that mothers have shown over time. I want to think about the sacrifice that mothers have made over time. I want to think about all they have done for us, their sons and daughters all over the world. We celebrate them. We appreciate them. We acknowledge what they have done. In a special way today, I remember and think of all mothers who on this day feel very sad. Yes, there are mothers who on this day are filled with pain. There are mothers who on this day end up shedding tears, either because of unrealized dreams or because of circumstances beyond their control. Some who have desired the fruit of the womb, but it's not coming forth. Some who may have lost babies or children in pregnancies. Or those who have gone through many unspeakable experiences because of motherhood. I think about them also today. I acknowledge the pressure sometimes they have to go through to put the family together. I salute their courage. I salute their resilience. I salute their fighting spirit. I salute their commitment, the love, the sacrifice they put into families and into raising children. I salute them. I appreciate them. And I thank them. Today, I want to reassure all mothers seated here in church, or all mothers who you may think about wherever they are. Send these words to them that I said today. They are appreciated. They are thanked. They are valued. And we are aware of the sacrifices they've made over time. Also today, I want to invite all of us in church to just offer some prayers for them. I did not know fully what it meant to be a mom until I became a priest. And I was led into conversations I've had in the last 20-something years, until I was led into hospitals to pray for people, to pray for moms, to pray for women having challenges of one kind or another. The struggle they go through. I saw, I heard, and I prayed. And so if you are seated in this church this morning and you are struggling in any way at all because you're a mother, I want to reassure you that all hope is not lost. I want to reassure you that God sees everything. And God is not silent over those prayers you've been offering. And I want to give a very simple recommendation. And what is it? Today, I want every mom to run to her, the Blessed Virgin Mary. I want every mom to remember Our Lady. She's been through it all. She knows the pain. She knows the struggle. She knows the challenges. She knows the anxieties that come with motherhood. She knows it all. I want to leave you with this simple recommendation. When it seems all hope is lost, run to her. She knows how to fix it. She knows how to handle it. She knows how to carry you in the palm of her hand and offer you to God. And so today, I want to say to all mothers, thank you for who you are. Thank you for your yes to motherhood. Thank you for your openness to this vocation. And know it today that you are greatly, greatly, greatly appreciated. Thank you, all mothers. And God bless you.